back at it again with lying as he always does. 45 today accused former special counsel Robert Mueller of committing a crime without providing any evidence, and he claimed him of deleting certain text messages sent between two former FBI officials who had been critical of 45 during his 2016 campaign. Mueller terminated all the stuff between Strzok and Page. 45 told Maria Bartiromo, the host of Fox Business Network's Mornings with Maria, in a wide-ranging phone interview. He terminated them. They're gone, and that's illegal. That's a crime. Peter Strzok, who played a key role in the early stages of the Russian investigation, and fellow agent Lisa Page were romantically involved. Both were removed from the team after their fair service due text that came to light last year. The squatter bashed the pair in the interview, calling them stupid, and like 45 isn't, because 45 is fucking retarded. 45's comments were a roundabout reference to a report from the Justice Department's Inspector General last year that noted the iPhones used by Strzok and Page during their short stints on Mueller's staff had been reset to factory settings, erasing the messages they contained. Though 45 and his allies have pointed to the fact that as evidence of a conspiracy, the Inspector General noted that Strzok's phone was reviewed before it was erased, and that the move to wipe the data was a standard practice as part of an office records retention procedure. The special counsel's records officer stated that she reviewed Strzok's phone on September 6, 2017, that the Inspector General found. She told the IG that she determined it did not contain records that needed to be retained. She noted in her records log about Strzok's phone no substantial texts, notes, or reminders. Asked about the episode, the Deputy Attorney General at the time, Rod Rosenstein, told the Inspector General that the department routinely resets mobile devices to factory settings when the device is returned from a user to enable that device to be issued to another user in the future. 45 has previously slammed the FBI officials and has used the exchange between the two as evidence of a scheme to undermine his squadroncy. The squatter determined or continued to dispute the findings of Mueller's report in the first minutes of Wednesday's interview after the news that Mueller will testify publicly before the House Intelligence and Judiciary Committees on July 17th. And that's what I've been waiting for, is for Mueller to testify. In a repeat line of attack against the investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election, 45 scoffed at Mueller, who he said was obviously not a 45 fan. The squatter also didn't stray from his stance that there was no obstruction. It never ends. We had no obstruction, we had no collusion, which is not what Mueller said, but this is what 45 keeps insisting. It's hard to have obstruction when you have no crime. 45 has committed plenty of crimes. 45 has continued to deride the probe as a witch hunt, while Democrats have long accused the squatter of obstructing justice and thwarting their investigations. You had people spying on my campaign. It's really simple. That's also not true. 45 claims that they were caught doing it. That's not true either. Mueller's testimony is expected to shed light on 45's efforts to interfere with the Russia investigation. It could be a defining moment for Cheeto, who faces a growing number of Democratic calls for impeachment as the 2020 presidential campaign gains steam.